Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be another full face of drugstore makeup, and this time we are doing the brand Essence. So I want to do these videos for you guys because I know that there is a lot of people out there that don't want to spend the money on expensive makeup, which is totally understandable because I don't either. And you can find some great makeup in the drugstore these days that is super affordable, and Essence is definitely one of those. Like a lot of these items that I'm going to be using today, well, not a lot, but there's a few that have gone viral and just legitimately are great products. So if you like this video while you're watching it, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, do all the things, and let's get into today's video. How are you guys doing? I feel like it's been a minute since I've uploaded a video because my schedule kind of changed, and yeah, I've been like super busy, but I have to share one thing with you all that has happened since the last video, and I'll kind of talk while I'm doing the makeup. So for the first item, I'm going to be using the Essence Poreless Partner Primer, and this is a mattifying and blurring primer with niacinamide, and it says it won't clog pores. I have used this once before. I used it when I first got it, but can't really remember how I feel about it. So today will kind of be a first impressions. Okay, so if any of you all follow me on Instagram or Facebook, of any of the social medias, you guys know that I am a huge fan of Lainey Wilson, and something amazing happened last week. So I'm just focusing this primer, a lot of it right here where your pores are, which is usually around your nose and your cheeks, and then I'll use kind of the rest of that to drag out onto the rest of the face. So 2 weeks ago, she had posted on her Instagram that she was going to be doing kind of a meet and greet at her bar that is in Nashville. So if you all didn't know this, on May 31st, Lainey opened up a bar in Nashville called Bell Bottoms Up Bar. And of course, the prior weekend that she opened this, she did 2 shows in Nashville at Ascend Amphitheater. And then, of course, the following weekend, her bar opened and she performed at CMA Fest. So that Sunday, when I found out that she was going to be doing a meet and greet, I was like, babe, all right, we're going to Nashville on Sunday. And he was right along for the ride. Like, we ended up waking up at 4:30 in the morning because we do live in Louisville, so we're about 2.5 hours away. But yeah, we woke up at 4:30, got in line at 7 a.m. And yeah, eventually I got to meet Lainey Wilson, and you guys, it was a dream come true, like bucket list item for me. And she was so nice and just so humble, and it still don't feel like it really happened because we watched the Hulu special, and if you are a Lainey fan, I highly recommend watching that Hulu special. I was like, babe, I want to meet her so bad, and a week later I did, and it still just, it doesn't feel like it really happened. But yeah, it was an amazing experience. Alright, so I'm actually going to put a little bit more of this primer around the forehead because I don't feel like that one pump gave me enough. So I'm going to put this on the forehead and just bring it down here. Okay, so I'm noticing after rubbing this in, I don't know if I rubbed it in too much, but I can almost feel like little flakes coming off, almost like it's getting like bally and dried up. So I'm gonna stop that there. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna pop over to the eyeshadow palette. So the eyeshadow palette that I got is called Coral Me Maybe. It is a 6-pan palette. You got a couple like brown shades down there, you got some oranges. So we are going to use this today, and I'm not going to do anything crazy because we are going to dinner tonight. So we're just going to do a nice kind of basic eye look with this. Now, I do not have any Essence brushes, so I wanted to use these new brushes in this video since I didn't in the last video that I said I was going to use them. So I bought this Moda eyeshadow, well, it's not just eyeshadows, but it is a brush set that I got from Walmart. You do get 8 brushes in here, and it was $15, so I figured this will be a good thing to use in this video. Alright, so it looks like you get the round powder brush. This brush is actually called the Glow brush, and it looks like it's actually used for highlighter. And then of course it comes with, here are the other 5 eye brushes. And so this brush is called the Glam Topper. It says precisely pack on glitter or metallic shadows for an intense pop of glam. So, okay, well that's kind of new to me. I've never seen one of these before. So as you all know, I would always use my Rare Beauty eyelid primer, but since this is a drugstore video, I'm going to use the ColourPop Party Proof Eye Primer. This almost feels like kind of thick and dried up, so I don't know if this is starting to go bad or what. I'll rub this in and kind of pat this down with my fingers because this does feel like really thick. Yeah, this didn't feel like this the first time that I used it. I almost need a little bit more on this left eye. And really, when I put it down in the tube, it's really not giving me a lot of product either. So I'm thinking that this is dried up. So I will probably be getting rid of this after today's video. Okay, so I'm kind of leery about using this because I always use the Rare Beauty, and I don't want to use this with this new eyeshadow and not give this palette a fair chance. So I am actually going to grab the Rare Beauty eyelid primer. There we go, that's much better. I'm going to blend all that out with the concealer brush. And as always, this is my BK Beauty A506. Alright, so to start with the eyeshadow, I'm actually going to go in with this light shade right here. And I am going to use the pink brush that came in that set. And we're going to put this all over the eyelid. I'm going to move y'all in a little bit. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take that shadow and do it all over this lid. And this brush is extremely soft. I like this. And that blended out really nicely. I actually don't think that I've ever used Essence eyeshadows before. But I watch so many videos where people use them because they are like super affordable. Alright, so we got that first shade laid down. Now I'm going to go in with this peachy shade here. And I'm actually going to use this on the I'm going to use this on the blue brush. And I'm going to put this just right in the crease. And this brush just fits perfectly in that crease. So pretty. And they are really just like blending themselves out on one another, which I'm totally here for. Alright, so we are done with that. Wow, that was very easy. So far, loving this eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I am going to pop that all over the lid. And I do want to try this brush to see how it works, just because I've never seen one of these before, so I'm kind of like intrigued by it. So we're going to pop. Oh, okay. Alright, so I just want to show you guys. So here is what it looks like on the actual applicator, but you can see color almost like it put like indentions in it. All right, so now we're gonna put this on the lid. Oh wow, okay. Y'all, I was not expecting that. It still did not really pick up as much as I wanted it to. So I'm going to go in here again. I will say that this applicator is pretty soft, and I do like, it does actually do a really precise application. Alright, so I'm going to bring you all in just a little bit more. So this is what it looks like using this applicator, and of course this eye has nothing on it yet. What did I say in my other videos? When in doubt, use the finger, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, yeah, look at that. That is stunning. Oh yeah, there we go. So pretty. Yeah, much better. This has hardly any fallout too, which is actually really nice. I think we are done with that portion of the eyes for now. So now we're going to go in with complexion. So I do have a Essence foundation. I've never used this before, so this is going to be first impressions. This is the Essence Keep Me Covered Long Lasting Foundation. It says transfer and waterproof, no added parabens, silicones, microplastic particles, and it is vegan. This is in the shade 20 Porcelain. Now, I'm really hoping that this is going to be a right shade match because it does kind of look a little light right now, but we'll make it work. It's just makeup. So to keep this drugstore, I did buy some new goodies, which you guys will see in a new video. And I did pick up this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. So we're going to use that for the foundation today. Now, as far as like the primer, and honestly, my face right now, it does not feel very hydrated. It still feels very dry. It does look a little blurred, like if you're looking up close to it. So we'll see how this lays. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this foundation on my little palette thing here. It does have a pump, and you can see it is pretty runny. Alright, so I'm going to take the brush, go down in the foundation, and then just start stippling. Whoa, okay. Y'all, I think this might be too light. Wow. And let me tell you that, okay, y'all, I'm going to look like a clown. This was definitely not the right shade unless I can get this blended out with other products. Holy moly, you guys. I was not expecting this. And I guess too, maybe if I wasn't tan. Oh my god, guys, this is ridiculous. Oh goodness. You know what? We're gonna see if we can make this work. Y'all, this is real life right now. Like, I can't believe how light this is. I mean, it's shade porcelain, yes, but holy cow, it is, yeah, it is truly porcelain, even for somebody who is fair skinned as me. And I have a little bit of a tan right now. Wow, yeah. I feel like I need to go, I'm about to go get in a clown car or something. There is a tiny bit of smell to this foundation. It almost, like, I can't smell it on the brush, but I can smell it as I'm like applying it and moving it around. It does have like a slight chemical smell, but it's not super strong, and it's like really already started to like dissipate. Okay, so she's definitely too light, but for the sake of the video, we're just gonna keep going, okay? Just use your imagination. We're gonna play pretend today. Oh shit, y'all, I can't right now. Okay, so other than the fact that it is extremely light right now, the way it's kind of looking on my skin, it almost feels like it's not really covering like any of my texture or any of my problem areas. It's definitely not full coverage because you can still see like some of that pink like poking through, and especially on my nose. And I'm assuming because this primer isn't a super gripping primer, the foundation itself is actually not wanting to stay on my nose very well. So typically whenever I use a more hydrating primer or anything like that, I always try to make sure to put it in this area and really get it on there, because that's where I lose makeup the most and where it tends to look the worst. Y'all, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this. Now, this is how much I have left on the pan after fully blended out on my face, so I don't feel like it took very much, so that's a good thing. It feels like it is setting down like pretty quickly. It is not super dry though. There is still a little bit, like you can tell there's something sitting there. Alright, so we're gonna move on. Just act like we're all good over here. But before I go in with any other powders, this is the Essence Baby Got Bronze, and this is like a cream bronzer stick. This is in the shade, is there a shade? Yes, it is in the shade 20 Moondust. It's on the lid. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, okay, that actually looks really good and actually really neutral. Ooh, you all, this might help the face. It has a very light scent, but it's nothing overpowering at all. Alright, so to apply this, I'm actually going to take more of a dense brush, and normally I use this for foundation, but I'm actually going to use this for the cream bronzer today. I was actually planning on buying another one of these Haley Beauty brushes just for bronzer. So we're going to try this today, and I'm just going to go in and tap right into there. And now we are going to start applying it to the forehead. Y'all, I don't think we could get any worse from here. I mean, now I say that and it's gonna be tragic. Okay, so this does the way that I just did this up top, it does almost feel like I'm kind of picking up that foundation. So let's try something else. So I'm going to put a tiny line like right here on the side of the face. Okay, so this is very neutral and almost looks like a very nice like contour shade rather than like my normal. I'm so used to my bronzers all like pulling a little more orange on me. I'm going to take this, I'm going to go down the other side like that and blend that out. I think once we get like the blush and everything on and everything blended, I think just for the sake of this video, I'm obviously, depending on how this wears, I will end up buying a different shade of this Essence foundation. But for the sake of the video, I think we'll be able to make it work. It did help the lightness on the face so far, so that's good. I don't really think I need to go in with any more of that though. Right, so now that we got all of the cream products on, now we're going to go in with the powders. I totally forgot before I did that bronzer that I did have powder to put under my under eyes. So I'm going to go in with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and I'm going to use this to kind of set the concealer on that under eyes, and I'm actually going to use this brush. Guys, I totally just set some concealer that wasn't even there, y'all. Oh, welcome aboard the Hot Mess Express. Alright, so alright, so I do have a concealer. This is the Essence Keep Me Covered Concealer with Aloe Vera. This is in the shade Fair. Now, even though I just went and put powder on this side, I'm actually going to just like brush that off. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Alright, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to put just a few little dots underneath both of the eyes, and then blend that out with the concealer brush. Let's see, the shade of this, it is called Fair. When you put the little dots on your skin, they do almost lean a little yellow to orange. You can see it did help kind of brighten up that under eye a little bit though. I will say this did not really conceal any of the texture under my eyes, so I'm going to let you all see this. You can still see all the texture that I have under there. Like, it is a little bit blurred, but the concealer did definitely not cover it. Now I'm going to go in with this little brush with the banana powder and set that concealer. And this brush is actually really nice. This actually reminds me of my Real Technique brush that I use for under the eye powder. I do feel like that concealer did oxidize a little bit because right under this area here, it does look a tad orange. So I think just off this impression alone, I don't think that I would use this concealer again. I am going to take some of that same powder, dip in there, and I'm actually going to put that right here on the side of my nose, just because this is typically where my foundation will break up first. So we're just going to set that right there. So I don't really want this look to be a super matte look, so I'm not going to put any more powder anywhere else. We are going to go in and finish the eyes now. I am actually going to take the orange brush that was in this set, and I'm actually going to go in with this little bit dark shade here. Ooh, wow, that's got some pigment. And I'm going to put this just right on the corner of both of the eyes, the outer corner, and I'm going to slightly bring it down onto that lower eyelid. And I'm not blending this out. I'm literally just tapping this in. You always want to use a more dense brush whenever you do this because it's going to be a lot easier to pack that color rather than when you use a more fluffy brush. A fluffier brush is going to distribute more of that product. So that's the kind of difference between a dense brush and a more fluffy brush and when you would use those. Alright, so that's set really nice on the corner of that eye. That's actually a really nice brown. So I'm going to take this same brush and I'm not going to dip into that, and I'm just going to slightly take that and just ever so lightly put this into that crease. And this is basically just giving a little bit of dimension to the eye. You can already see this eye versus this eye and how this eye just looks more open. I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. Y'all, this palette is actually really, really nice. They had quite a few different color stories in these, and I'm like tempted to buy some more because like if you're somebody who like travels, these little small palettes would be like perfect. I know they had like a I'm pretty sure they had a green version. I know they had a pink version and I think a blue. So yeah, I think these would be great for travel, you know, as long as the quality was consistent through all of them. Okay, so now I'm going to take that smaller, more angled brush that came in that set, and I'm going to dip into that dark brown. And I'm going to line this under the waterline. Kind of like a stamping motion to get that right in there, right up against that lid. And I only took this in about 3/4 of the way. This brush is really nice. So far, all of these brushes, I've really, really liked all of them. So if you're at Walmart and you see this set, or if you just want some new brushes and want to treat yourself, definitely recommend this brush set. I think it was around $15. Right, so now we got that nice thin line under the eyelid. I'm actually going to take that more pencil brush that I used, that dark color, and I'm not going to put any more color on it, and I'm just going to try to like blend these edges out a little bit to kind of round out the eye over here because I feel like I kind of screwed up. No. There we go. Okay, yeah, this eye look is so, so pretty. I said we weren't going to do anything really crazy today, but yet here we are. It's just how I roll, guys. I can't help it. Alright, so I'm really wanting to make this inner eye pop, and I don't really know if this shade here is going to do that for me, but we're going to try it. This is the actual Essence Smoky Eye Brush. I forgot I had this, and this is just another like pencil brush, and I'm going to take that shade right here and see if I can get this to kind of brighten up that inner corner of the eye. And it did definitely give that little gold color on the top of that eye. If you can see this one compared to this one. And these shimmers, they are really nice for being on the more affordable end of the spectrum. These eyeshadows, they just blended so nice. Like, I'm still like shocked with how this came out. Now we are going to go in with the blush, and this is the Essence The Blush in the shade 40 Beloved. They have like quite a few different one of these. The one that I wanted was actually out of stock, so I grabbed this one instead. Ooh, this is really soft. This is the Aloe Studio Blush Brush, and you can get this on the website, and I want to say it's less than $5. This is such a good brush. It is like your typical angled blush brush, super soft. This is one of my favorite blush brushes ever. There is that. There is quite a bit on there, y'all, so we're going to go in light-handed at this. And I'm going to take some of that over on the other side. And I don't think I need any more on this brush. So we are just going to blend this out. Okay, this is really pretty. This is a really nice like pop of pink. It's not as light as a blush as I typically use. Like I said, the shade that I wanted they didn't have, but wow, I mean, look at that. Like, she is pretty. But I think, let's see, try to blend this out a little bit more so we're not having that harsh line right here. Move this a little bit over here. Yeah, you guys, this is so pretty. I almost feel like I needed a more like salmon or like orangey tone coral blush for this look, because I think it would have been beautiful with this color eyeshadow, but it's okay. It's just makeup. And I'm actually going to take this powder brush, which y'all, I am obsessed with this. Like, how soft it is. I mean, and it's pink. Come on now, y'all. Look at that. I mean, it is... this is chef's kiss right here. And I'm just going to kind of blend this all over the face to kind of blur the edges of this blush out a little bit. Oh yeah, that made all the difference. And I'm actually going to take just a little bit of that's still on that brush, and I'm just going to do like a light dab over the nose just to kind of make it more of that sun-kissed look, and it added just the right amount. Blend that out. Okay, yeah, this complexion, even though we started off a little crazy with that foundation, the complexion is looking beautiful. So we might just getting a better color of this. Y'all would never know by looking at this that this was a drugstore makeup look. Alright, so now we are gonna go in with, y'all already know, the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in Be My Highlight. This, I mean, she is a beauty. Just look at that. This is going to be so pretty with the eyes. I mean, so good. Alright, we are also going to go in brush that we used with that clear, or that powder. I'm just going to kind of wipe this off on a paper towel, and we're going to use this same brush for this highlighter. And I do really like this brush. This is definitely my typical brush that I like to use for highlight. Like, my goodness. Y'all, for the price, y'all are never going to find a better highlighter in this shade than this baby right here. Y'all go buy this. So pretty. Now I'm also gonna use this, and we're gonna pop that on that brow bone up there. And I haven't used this brush yet, but I think it might be a little too big. Actually, you know what? No. We're just going to use this. Going to dab into that. And we're going to put that on the brow bone. I don't think this brush gave me what I wanted, so we're going to go in with a different brush. This is a ColourPop pencil brush. We're going to use this. This is the one I typically use whenever I want to do a color on the that brow bone up there. And actually, I think that did work. I think just the light is not hitting it right. Okay, yeah, like whenever I turn a certain way, you can see that pop up there. Oh yeah, she's so good. Alright, so of course I did not do anything to the brows. I did buy something. Hold on just a second. Here we go. So I did buy the Essence Make Me Brow, and this is the Eyebrow Gel Mascara. No, let me say that again. Eyebrow Gel Mascara. And then it says plus filling fibers. So I assume this is going to be like a tubing mascara, but rather than adding fibers to your lashes, they are going to add it to the eyebrows. Hopefully this is the right shade. What color is this? This is 04 Ashy Brows, so I'm hoping this is going to work. There is the applicator. It is nice and small, and you can actually really see those fibers sticking up. I don't know if y'all can see that in the camera, but yeah, we are just gonna put a little bit of this on the brow so they don't look so powdery. But okay, this did make them look more like set and not as powdery. Okay, so this is good. And I don't think I'm going to dip back down into this product. I think there's definitely plenty on this to kind of put these brows down. Ooh. And let's get rid of that. Oh no, look. Q-tip for the win. Okay, so I think that's all we're going to do on the brows. And before we go into mascara, I am going to set the face. This is the Fix and Last 18-hour makeup fixing spray. It says instant matte effect and waterproof. So we will see if this will kind of tone down the shine up here, which I don't think it needs it. I think it's just going to be a test to see if it really does mattify the skin. That's the sprayer. Okay, so it does feel really soft. Thankfully, I did spray that because there was kind of a few like big drops that came out. So yeah, I'm going to cover the eyes and we're going to set the face. It does have a smell to it. It almost reminds me like a smell of like hairspray. And you can see it did leave some like droplets on my forehead. Some drops around this area you can kind of see right here. So, don't know if I sprayed too much or if I just need to let this dry. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my makeup sponge. It's not wet or anything. And I'm just going to kind of go over that and dab them dots away and actually kind of help set that makeup down. You can definitely see after the spray you still have the shine from that bronze, which I like really love. So I'm kind of glad that it didn't mattify it like super. Yeah, you guys, this complexion is so pretty. Now for mascara, and y'all already know we're going to be using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. Y'all know this went viral. Everybody loved these. These are like the ride or die drugstore mascaras, and they're like $3.99. So I have black and I have brown. I only have a black eye pencil, so I think we are going to go in with the black mascara and the black eyeliner. This is the Stay and Play eyeliner, and it says waterproof and long lasting. And this is the 01 Black Raven. It is just your normal eyeliner here. We're gonna put this on the waterline. Okay, so that went on super easy. I definitely don't feel like I had to go over the same spot a couple times to get it to actually go down. So this went down really nicely. One day I will figure out how to put eyeliner on the waterline the way everybody else does on YouTube, I swear. But for now, we're gonna keep doing my own thing. Alright, so yeah, that went on great. It didn't like skip or anything, because that is one of my biggest pet peeves, is whenever I go to put eyeliner on and it like skips almost like a pen. Hate it. Instant turn off for eyeliner. Now we're gonna go in with the Lash Princess. I am gonna try to curl my lashes just really quickly, see if this actually works. They will curve just a tad bit, so they finally are like getting long enough to be able to do that, which is nice. Alright, there is one layer of the mascara. Let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with the second coat. Now that this is dried for a little bit, I am going to go in with a second coat on this to kind of build the eyelashes up. And this does seem to layer pretty well, but I don't think I would do any more than 2 coats. Alright, so that is it with the face. Now, you all know that I normally don't wear lip products. However, I've kind of been slowly getting back into wearing lipstick again. And I did get some lip products from Essence that I'm super excited to try. This is the Soft and Precise lip pencil, and this is in the shade 104 First Love. It is like a pink tone. Oh, this is actually a pencil. I didn't notice that, which is nice because pencils typically last longer on the lips, at least in my case. Make sure everything is off my lips. Now, I am not one of those people that overlines the lips, because I just don't feel, I don't look right with the big lip look. A lot of girls can pull that off, but I just can't do it. This lip combo is not really going to match with this eye look. So we're going to do this for the sake of the video, but I will probably be wearing a different lipstick to dinner. Yeah, because this is, she is very pink. For the lipstick, I got this is the Essence Semi Matte. And they come in this little tube. It's got the E embossed up there. This is in the shade 10 Naughty. It's got a nice pretty gold tubing. Okay, now this is a little more like peachy toned than the lip liner, but I think we'll be able to make it work. Like I said, typically this is not the lipstick combo that I would put with the eyes, so, but I still want to give this a shot. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is super, super soft. I don't think it looks awful with the lip liner. I think it works. It is definitely more pink than the eyeshadow. Now, I also got another lip product that we're going to try over top of this. And this is the What the Fake Plumping Lip Filler. And this says with cinnamon oil, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin E. And it says it's a pearly nude finish. Now, the cinnamon oil, like, I'm very intrigued. I do like lip pumping products. I do kind of like that burn. So we're going to see. There's what that looks like. So this might look good over top of this lip combo. Oh, you guys, that smells like cinnamon. Ooh. Y'all, let's do this. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. Okay, I absolutely love this. I will say that this top coat, putting this gloss over top of the pink lips, did give this more of an orange finish. So I don't really think it looks really bad with the eye look right now. Alright, so it worked out. But yes, like you can feel, like the lips feel like cold right now. Oh, and it smells so good. Y'all, I love cinnamon. Like, literally, you know, during the holidays when you buy those pine cones and you just put them wherever in your house and they smell like cinnamon. Y'all, those are my shit. I love them. So good. Alright, guys, so that is it for today's video. Wow, we found some amazing products here today. Yeah, this went on a little light, but I think after putting the rest of the makeup on, I think it turned out to look pretty natural and actually look more kind of like what I look like when I'm not tan. So it's actually a pretty nice shade match. Let's see, we already know the highlighter, number one item from Essence, in my opinion. Definitely get the mascara. They also do have a brown version, and it is just as good, if the black. So highly recommend that. Definitely really liked the blush. It really packed a pigment, and I want to say this is like $3 or $4. Like, you just can't go wrong. And look at the eye look. I mean, how pretty is that? This 6-pan palette, it is beautiful. I will definitely probably be buying the other colors of this because I just think they're so great to travel with. You know, I say that like I travel a lot. I'm not one of those YouTubers that travel a lot, y'all. So, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The Baby Got Bronze bronzer, absolutely love this. I think this shade, this is probably the most neutral bronzer that I own. So, if you are fair complected, highly recommend this. Yes, it's amazing. The concealer is probably the one thing that I would say no on. I don't feel like it really concealed anything. I do feel like it oxidized because when I look up close in the mirror, it does look a little orange right here, and that is not from the eyeshadow. It is definitely where from this concealer oxidized, so don't think I would use this again. The Essence Banana Powder, I actually really like this. I think if you're just wanting a nice little powder to either do touch-ups during the day with a small brush like this or to set that under eye, I think this is great. And it didn't change the color of the complexion, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. So definitely recommend this. The setting spray, really don't know how I feel about it. I mean, the finish does look pretty. I will say that. I mean, if it's waterproof, that's something we're going to have to test. I typically don't ever get in water with makeup on. So for me to have a waterproof setting spray is really just not something that I tend to look for, but for a good cheap setting spray, or I bet you could almost use this underneath your makeup too, just to kind of hydrate, because it definitely did feel good on the skin. The brush set, also highly recommend these brushes. I want Moda to come out with these neon brushes and a whole entire brush set, because I would totally buy that. So Moda, make some more of these. And also the other fail is the Party Proof Eye Primer. I know this is not an Essence product, but I do want to throw this in here because it is still Drugstore. I have only used this one other time, and this is already dried out. So I'm not really sure what that is about. It is kind of thick. And yeah, so this is probably going to go in the trash. So let me know down below if there's any of these products that you tried. What do you like? Is there any other Essence products that I need to try? How did you all like the look today? I think the complexion turned out beautiful regardless of the super pale foundation that we started with. I think it looks really pretty. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.